The dial position may have changed, but the gospel is still the same. Middle Tennessee's very own gospel radio station is 760 AM WENO, Nashville.
Welcome to the To The Point Show, a fast-paced program that focuses on hot-button national issues of the day and a whole lot more. And now it's time to get to the point. Yes, sir. Good morning, Nashville. I'm Ron, and we got Opinionated Larry that should be calling in any minute now. And this is the To The Point Show, where we get to the point of important issues in our nation and local community. So good to have you tuning in today, this day. We're so happy to have you here. It's so many things that are going on in the news and in our communities. Feel free to call in and make a comment, a quick comment if possible. We love to hear your opinions about what's going on. This is the To The Point Show. Let's get to the point. Black Panther, a mega success for Disney and Marvel Studios. Give us a call, 615-242-7760 if you want to make comments on any of the topics or make a comment on something that we're not talking about. Black Panther was a mega success. And we got President Trump. He's in the news. We got the Florida school shooting. And we have those that were survivors that are coming out, and they're saying some changes need to be done with these gun control laws. Do you have a comment or opinion on that? Give us a call, 615 for our internet and online listeners, 242-7760. Megan Barry, our beloved Nashville mayor. We know she admitted an affair. Should she step down? Should she stay up? It's about 2 to 3 investigations going on concerning the money involvement. What's going on with that? This is the To The Point Show. Also in the news, we do say that our respects go out to the family of Jason Dickey, the fallen firefighter that happened this past week, the community, and we say our prayers go out to that family right there. Also in the news, fake accounts linked to election meddling. Unmasked. The report said that they were spending over $1 million a month. President targets FBI, which did say Russia efforts were intended to undermine Hillary and push Donald Trump. So that's something that's in the news. It was an indictment. I think it was 13 different indictments, 13 Russians indicted. Also, Rico Ransom. 14, he's wanted for a Pearl Cone shooting of 17-year-old. We got so many murders and our youth violence. Stop killing our kids in Nashville. What are we going to do about it, and what can we do about it? So as you know, it's so many things that are in the news that we should be concerned with today. Our youth violence. We have opioid addiction. That's an epidemic in our community. Prescription drugs. What can we do about it? Oxycontin maker Purdue Pharma will stop promoting opioids to doctors. Ha ha ha. Oxycontin maker Purdue Pharma, after making billions and billions of dollars, they're saying we're going to stop just promoting it to doctors. It's so much in the news. It says 84 children have died in the flu outbreak. This is the worst since 2009 swine flu. Be careful out there. Wash your hands. Things of that nature. Now we're going to go ahead and open these phone lines up. I think we have callers on the line. Go ahead, caller.
Ron, good morning. How are you doing?
Good
How are you,
morning,
Nashville?
Opinionated.
Hey, I'm reading over what we had going on this morning on the show. You got on there. The Black Panther movie was a smashing success, Ron.
Was it everything that you thought it would be? What did it just fulfill your wildest dreams, Opinionated Larry?
Well, okay. Here's where I'm at, I gotta hit it. I gotta hit you where it hurts because I haven't been to see the movie.
Please do.
Yeah.
And I would say the same thing, Larry. I was just going to tell you, I have not saw the movie yet.
I have not seen the movie, but hold on. But that's exactly what we need in the black community.
Okay.
More entertainment.
Oh, don't
Not
support
more,
our
not
own?
more economic success and more economic freedom. We need more entertainment in the black community.
Oh, is that
Let's
what we
keep
need?
We
We're known
need to
for
keep
that.
we need to keep the black community, the African American community entertained and happy and having fun, and not about the business at hand. I'm sorry, we are in an emergency situation in the black community. In case everybody doesn't know, the black community is in a rough shape. We got crime, we got failing schools, and we don't have enough jobs. So hey, I'm sure I wish these people who did that movie all the success in the world, but not at your expense and my expense, Ron, and the black community's expense. What else you got, Ron? Community honors fallen fighters. Okay, you got to honor fallen firefighters.
Yes,
What
sir.
else
Yeah,
can you do?
our condolences go out to the family of the fallen firefighter Jason Dickey. They do.
Was this a local guy?
Yes,
Local
that was local. It happened last week. Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness! Let's give a big shout out, Ron, if we can, to all the emergency responders.
Absolutely.
The first police officers, ambulance drivers, firefighters, EMS. That's what all these wonderful people. They don't get enough thanks and enough pats on the backs.
True.
So we want to say thank you to those people, and please keep the family of the fallen firefighter in your prayers. Wonderful people. He's a hero. He will be a hero forever in our eyes.
Okay.
Well, Ron.
Yes,
Ron,
sir.
Hey, you had a Florida shooter.
Okay.
And this is the biggest. This is the biggest thing that I wanted to talk to you about today. The Florida shooter and the FBI had been warned about this gentleman, Ron. Somebody, an anonymous guy, tipped them off about this guy months ago. But these people at the top of the FBI, not the working people, but the top of the FBI are so corrupt and doing all this stuff that doesn't affect everyday lives. Now when they had a chance to do something,
such as the Russia investigation,
the fake Russia investigation.
Okay.
The investigating Donald, which they have just they basically exonerated Donald Trump. You know they exonerated him, right? When they said they indicted 16, did you hear they indicted 16 Russian individuals?
Yes, sir. It was a number of Russian individuals that were indicted.
That's an exoneration of our president, but they haven't televised it. So again, I am really up in arms. I mean, I pulled my eyebrows out because I already pulled my hair out a long time ago. I pulled my eyebrows out, my chin hairs out with frustration because these people are not doing their jobs, and they could have stopped this guy. This guy needed mental help big time. Did you follow the story in detail, Ron?
Yes, I did, and it is so true, and it does say that the FBI apologized for mishandling tip about shooter.
It killed 17 people.
It is late to do that.
Yeah. Hey, that's a day late, and a dollar short. If I've ever used the term, a day late and a dollar short on the FBI's part. They're so busy with being because the FBI, so it seems, and I don't want to slander the everyday working people in the FBI because I'm sure they're fantastic, hard-working people. But the upper management in the FBI seems they dropped the ball. We need to have those people replaced, man.
Well, we'll see what happens in the news. I think we have a caller, and we're going to say, "Go ahead, caller. Let's what you have to say." Go ahead, caller.
The police had been to this boy's house 39 times in the last 7 years, so I would say they dropped the ball first.
True.
Anytime you got to go to somebody's house,
police dropped the ball. The local police dropped the ball first.
Definitely wrong there.
Yes, ma'am. 17 people. 17
Wow.
people are deceased because law enforcement, police, FBI dropped the ball.
Yes.
And let the citizens.
The FBI. I don't want the police in my house 39 times in 7 years. I don't want them in my house at all. I'm not
Wow. If they come to your house one time, they come to my house one time, they got you on, it flags you, they got your house marked. They, every doggone thing.
Yeah. And this boy was adopted, apparently, from what the news said last night. And he was suffering from depression. Yeah, I guess he had been all his life. And the mother said he had, ADHD, however you pronounce it. But anyway, if you've been to my house 39 times, then you ought to be keeping the house. Because he would have to have been the reason that they wouldn't be there 39 times.
Some kind of way we kind of lost that caller right there, but that is so true. You said 39 times the ball was definitely dropped. The ball was definitely dropped, and that is, I mean, and is it too late? 17 people have died at the hand of this Florida shooter, 18-year-old gunman Nicholas Cruz. Larry, are you still with us?
I'm still with you, Ron.
I'm not going to talk about the food stamps and the potential food packages going out right this second. We'll get back to what you were talking about, the FBI.
Hey! Me and one of my associates were having a conversation about that, and Ron, and I'm not being overly critical of the community, but I am taking that very serious, because any way we can reform welfare. Welfare or entitlements, we need to reform it, because when it's all said and done, Ron, this is going to be something. This is going to be something that is going to determine the future of the nation. We've got to be responsible with our resources when we're helping others, helping the less fortunate. Help has to be managed. Can I say that, Ron?
You can say it.
Can I say help has to be managed? If you need my help, I've got to manage my help to you. Ron, if you're going to help me, Ron, you got to manage it properly. If you over-help me, you're going to hurt yourself, right or wrong? Right or wrong, Ron?
True,
if you
definitely.
Over-help me, you're going to hurt yourself. So we've got to manage helping the less fortunate or those who need a hand up properly and effectively. And when you give too much and people are abusing the system, and you name it, then I mean, at some point, it's going to break us. Like they did, like Greece, the country's bankrupt. You know, like in third world countries, I think in Venezuela, I'm not going to carry on with this. I'm not going to carry this too far. But they got food lines for regular citizens down there. You know what I mean? So we gotta manage our helping.
We absolutely have to manage that, and that's something that will be a topic that we will be talking about, the possible food packaging. They said, even when Trump was running, they said he's not going, somebody was making a joke saying people on welfare are not going to be able to buy the crab legs and the filet mignons and things of that nature. But when we talk about, let's go back to this Kremlin dismisses Mueller's indictment of 13 Russians. Kremlin dismisses Mueller's
in Kremlin
of 13 Russians. Look, check this out.
Here's the deal, and this is the problem you run into when you have this situation, because a lot of the American people on the opposite side of the aisle, the Democratic voters, they thought that there was some validity. This was a valid indictment of our president.
Well, I mean, you could say, we'll say that let's say he's exonerated, but it's so true that they spent over $1 million a month targeting. The efforts were intended to undermine Hillary Clinton and push Donald Trump, so they definitely meddled it. No doubt about that. And they meddled on the side of Donald Trump.
I agree with you there. I agree with you there, Ron. I'm agreeing with you.
I ain't saying he did it. necessarily, but it is a collage of people in his campaign that had communications with the Russians.
In Donald Trump's campaign?
Yes, sir. You got Manafort, you got his son, you got the other guy.
Manafort never had any involvement with the Russians. Paul Manafort's indictment is from 2005, tax evasion in Ukraine. Had nothing to do with the campaign at all.
Okay.
Jeff Sessions, who was a sitting senator, the State Department said his meeting with the Russians.
Okay.
He's supposed to meet with the Russians. That's his job. Okay.
Well,
okay,
I'm just saying. So we know for a fact that that they spent over $1 million a month intended to undermine Hillary and push Donald Trump.
Who did?
That's what the indictment is. The
What
fake accounts
indictment?
linked
What indictment?
to the indictment on those 13 Russians.
No. I believe you might. Okay. Well, you read something that I didn't read. What I read on the indictments were that these individuals were throwing shade both ways. They didn't care. They just were trying to interfere.
No. So that's something we will talk about because
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. But again, with Donald Trump's son-in-law meeting with Russians doing opposition research, when they came to meet those people, it's documented that they didn't give them anything.
Okay, in the allegations of the indictment, if the allegations of the indictment prove true, okay, it's allegations, and we always say that on the show, it seems probable that the Russians were successful in their multi-million-dollar effort to influence the election of Donald Trump as president of the United States.
Okay.
Did he specifically know, have something to do with that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think. I think they would have indicted the president. But
okay, what about this one? Stormy Daniels believes Trump lawyer.
Let me share my point. Let me give you my point here. Let me get to my point. To the point. Okay. My point here is, if we look at this objectively, then and we're looking at what it seems that Mueller and his team, the team was biased towards Hillary. They were pro Hillary Clinton. Okay.
Okay.
And it seems that some of the things they were doing were not upright in the light of day. You follow me? So if you do that in other countries, see you doing that and behaving that way, then other countries, you say you're going to indict these Russians or these Colombians or anybody, whoever, and you're doing things that are not just honest and straight as they're supposed to be, then you're going to kind of lose credibility with other nations when you say, I want this person indicted and something done about this person. They're not going to do it. You follow me?
I do follow you, and that's why I did say that that's what the latest has came out, that Kremlin dismisses the indictment. You know, that what has came out. Let's do a shout-out to the sponsors, Larry.
Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead. You got them, Ron. You got them on tap.
One of them is Nashville Motors. I mean, these guys on Murfreesboro Pike, 633 Murfreesboro Pike, they take care of business with honesty, integrity, and they know how to fix any kind of car. That's 633.
Nashville Auto Repair.
Murfreesboro Pike.
Murfreesboro Pike.
And call, ask to speak to MJ or any other representatives, 615-839-4283. 615-839-4283. I'm talking about from brakes to oil change to motors and transmissions. Nashville Auto Repair. Also, we got Nashville Motors. Nashville Motors.
At 4023 Dickerson Pike, home of the $500 down payment. Get your car today and ride away.
Hey, Larry, it's income tax time.
It is income tax season, so $500 goes a long way. Some people have more to put down, and of course they will get you a good car, good reliable car. They've been in business for over 30 years. They're at 4023 Dickerson Pike. That's Nashville, Tennessee, 37207. And you can call them at 615-262-9367.
Sure can. And there's great guys out there at Nashville Motors as well. Like you said, the $500 down payment. And those income tax checks is another thing that we have not talked about on the show. I mean, what can we do with that money? Shall we continue to buy hair furniture, and TVs? Or shall we invest that $5 or $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000 that we're getting?
Hey, Ron, that's a whole show right there. That is a complete show. But again, hey, a lot of times, and Ron, I'll be honest with you, I was guilty of when I was a younger guy that I wasn't the best money manager when I was a young man at 23, 24, 25 years old. So sometimes a lot of us need coaching, Ron, and so we really need to get us a financial coach with some of the good people that listen to our show. I mean, and it doesn't have to be a young person because, I mean, older people, young, middle age, mature, everybody can use advice sometimes when it comes to managing their money. So we may need to get us somebody to come on and give us some advice about managing money on the show from time to time.
That's right. Check out our website, tothepointshow.com, tothepointshow.com. Look out for the upcoming daily show, podcasts, as well as video. tothepointshow.com. If you are a financial planner or someone in that nature that would like to get with us, because we're going to have some conferences and things coming up soon. If you're a business that want to spread the word about who you are and what you do, go to our website, tothepointshow.com, and fill out the form. If you want to sponsor this show, if you like what we're doing, go to our website, tothepointshow.com, and fill out that form. Go ahead, new caller.
Brother Ron, this is Brother John. How you doing, brother?
Hey, John, how are you?
All right.
What you got for us?
Man, support you, man. I could hear you just a little bit talking about the school shootings. I said, you know, if people spend more money on security in these schools instead of worried about building these $1 billion walls to block people out, it's like we take kids for granted, and everybody gets full off of filling their pockets up. And we just don't have enough love, prayer for our kids anymore, seems like.
Okay, that's so true. We can spend billions on walls, trillions on infrastructure, and I think the infrastructure is needed, $1.5 trillion. But what about education, and where's our priorities? Right. What about our schools? That's what I want to hear. I hadn't even heard a mention of that. What about paying these teachers some more money who dealing with our kids?
Exactly.
We got money to spend on this and that, and, you know, I hear what you're talking, brother.
Yeah, because our kids are the future. And if we don't instill in them first the word of God and then instill a way to walk, how to talk, then the devil will instill something in them. I'm a firm believer in that, and I've been through that. So you can't trick me. I'm old school, so I know the devil can trick you. But like I said, you worry about greasing your pockets too much, and then we put our kids on the back burner.
So true, so true. What about this military parade? Is Larry still on the line? I think we lost you, Larry. Call back in. What about this military parade? There's a growing concern with the U.S. military about the cost of this President Trump's proposed military parade. Yeah.
Well, to me, that's a parade for him. If we quit trying to be like somebody and be like, just be, first of all, you need to get Jesus in your life. Donald Trump and anybody else that ain't got him. But you don't waste money on a parade. You got homeless people can't eat, sleeping underneath the bridge. I just had that on my mind the other night. How many people that's going hungry right here in the United States, and
right here
people,
in Nashville,
and they came on the news this morning how in Las Vegas, different places, how they throw so many money, dollars worth, pounds of food away every day after they get through with it. And you got people can't even eat every day.
Wow. We got bigger fish to fry. We thank you so much for calling in, my brother.
All right, Brother Ron.
Thank you so much. And Budget Director Mick Mulvaney said Wednesday that he sees estimates that a military parade could cost $10 to $30 million. We like to do another shout out. We say, of course, We wouldn't be doing this show if it wasn't for Cash for Junk Cars. Cash for Junk Cars serve in Middle Tennessee, giving you cash today and towing that unwanted vehicle away. Give them a call, 615-480-6473. 615-480-6473. Cash for Junk Cars. Get cash today and that ugly old vehicle in your yard collecting dust out the way. 615-480-6473. This is the To The Point Show. It's so much going on in the news. I'm Ron Jasmine, one of your hosts, along with Opinionated Larry, who is very opinionated. Some like him, some don't like him, some agree with him on some points, but he's one of he does care for our community. We'll say it like that. He does care for our community. We got the flu outbreak going on. We got Omarosa on Big Brother. We got the Florida shooting. We got Megan Berry. Someone says they're trying to call in and it's not working. Lady Shantae. They hit me on Texas at the same time. And we only have, about 1 minute left, 2 minutes left. We like to thank all of our listeners out there who tune in week to week, and all the love that we get in the streets and in places in Nashville, Tennessee. Like I said, check us out, tothepointshow.com. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, tothepointshow.com, To The Point Show on Facebook, To The Point Show on Instagram. LeBron, shut up and dribble. Somebody, that Miss Ingram said, LeBron, shut up and dribble. This is the To The Point Show. We will be talking about many different topics, things going on in the community, things going on in our world. This is the To The Point Show. I'm your host, Ron Jasmine, along with Opinionated Larry. We thank you for listening in, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in to the To The Point Show. Like us on Facebook or visit our website, tothepointshow.com. Join us every Monday at 11 a.m. on 760 a.m. The Gospel.